welcome back to the Weekly Bees. And this week, a question I've got is, how do great leaders make decisions when no one really knows what's coming next? So this is all about decision making under high uncertainty. And I did another Weekly Bees about leading in an unpredictable world and as well. So I've got three things. This is a focus definitely on behavioral science and maybe heuristics as well. So first of all, decision making under high uncertainty, avoid the certainty trap. That's the big one. Our brains crave closure. They want an easy solution to things. You'll have seen Daniel Kahneman's book, Thinking Fast, Thinking Slow. Our brains are lazy. We want to think slow. And by craving closure, we often lead to maybe premature decision making. And so we talk about probabilistic thinking, moving away from just a yes and no and towards more about, well, there's a 60% chance of X happening. So this keeps the team's minds open a little bit more, particularly when you talk in percentages of likelihood of happening. It opens the table up for discussion to kind of surface risks sooner rather than later. And that really helps in terms of decision making in high uncertainty. The pre-mortem techniques, a tried and tested one. It's been around for ages, to be honest with you. And so that's all about, before committing, asking the team, okay, let's imagine we're a year in from now, having taken that decision. What does it look like? What's worked well? Maybe a SWOT analysis. What's the strength, the weakness, the opportunity, the threat that could manifest itself of us taking that decision now, and what happens in a year's time. So this bypasses groupthink because it really allows people kind of put their position forward and highlights hidden risks again, surfaces those hidden risks and comes up with an optimum decision making, not 100% consensus, but an optimum. And then the final one, and we do this in this .com environment, micro experiments. You've all heard alpha, beta testing, those types of things. But it's what we call in behavioral science a little bit more around low stakes testing. So it's when the future is a bit of a fog, then don't make a giant bet. Just make 5 tiny ones and see how they go. Discuss, learning velocity, learn, adapt, grow, learn, adapt, grow. It's more important than decision speed. It's about just getting these little wins and these decisions right. The more times you do it, the better it is to help make decisions in uncertain times. Hope that helps. Love to hear your comments. Put them down below or get in contact with us. See you next time on the Weekly Bees. Okay.